Hello everyone, it's Omae and welcome back to another One Piece Cruise video. We have a bunch of new stuff to talk about, including the new shipyard upgrades, which I will be talking about in this video. We also got a new batch on Kid and Law and Big Mom, as well as some level limit breaks for treasure map characters and pirate noble units. But in this video, let's just focus on the new ship upgrades because this is very hype. There is a ship here that we've been anticipating since the start of the ship upgrade feature, that being the Hoe ship. So very interested to see what these upgrades have in store. So Dreadnaught Saber, the Baratié ship and the Hoe all have received upgrades that are quite substantial, and all these ships are pretty unique in their own right, especially the Dreadnaught Saber and obviously Hoe themselves. So let's first talk about Hoe. Let's get the most hype out of the way. So Hoe here, and the main reason we've been excited for this ship's upgrade is because we've been hoping that it's going to get a buff in its XP boosting abilities. So currently, as it is, the Hoe ship is a 1.5x attack booster, a 1-turn cooldown at the start of the quest, as well as a 1.75x pirate XP boost, with a very weak special that just gives a teeny bit of healing that no one really cares about. So from there, let's see what we can get in terms of the upgrades. So at level 12, the Hoe ship is going to be it's going to stay at a -1 cooldown. Don't worry about that. We will get a upgrade to that after you level the ship's special effect. But they'll also have a 1.65x flat attack boost, and also makes it easier to hit pure perfect strikes. So that's an effect that wasn't there previously. And then also it's also going to be a 1.75x pirate XP boost. So no change to the pirate XP boost. And then also a 2000 HP heal at the end of every turn. It previously was 1000. So as I was reading this, I was pretty disappointed to see that literally the only thing really buffed here was that you got 1000 more healing, and also that the attack boost was increased by a bit. You'd also have making it perfect, make it easy to hit perfects, but that isn't really a significant buff that you really care about. But when we look at these ship special effects, both of these are so good, and it makes it so worth it to upgrade the ship, and this is why you should make sure the ship is on your priority list. So your first ship special effect, which I'm very happy that this is the first special effect because it's very hard to get both of them. So I'm glad that the more important one is the first one, making it super easy to get this effect. So the first special effect is going to be a buff of the pirate XP boost from 1.75x to 2x. Now while this isn't a crazy change in pirate XP boost, having this consistently is a very nice effect, and it definitely does add up, especially if you are a low leveled account. This is a very good effect to have, and I do recommend upgrading the Hoe ship for that. As I was reading this, I was thinking, okay, it's a nice addition, but is it really worth it? But then I read the next one, which is that at completely maxed abilities, this ship will be a -2 cooldown ship. So in addition to being a 2x pirate XP boosting ship, it's also going to allow you to get -2 cooldown at the start of the quest. So for speed farming as well as XP farming, this is going to be a must-have ship. It's so good, and in terms of quality of life, it's also a very nice attack boost, flat 1.65x, a 2000 HP at the end of every single turn, and also making it easier to hit your perfects. There is also a buff in the ship's special, being a 2x orb booster for 2 turns now, and also the healing ability stays as it was in the original ship. So you don't really care about the specials because unfortunately ship specials do not get charged by specials or captain abilities. So I don't see you using this special, but I guess in long form content it might actually be usable. But overall, I definitely do think you should be upgrading the Hoe ship as a 2 cooldown unit. A 2 cooldown ship is worth it, along with the pirate XP boost. Before this, the best option for a -2 cooldown ship was the dinghy, but since then, having that pirate XP boost for the Hoe makes it definitely a much better option. So that's going to be for the Hoe ship, a very nice upgrade, -2 cooldown, and also a buff in the pirate XP boost. So let's talk about the Dreadnaught Saber ship next. This is a very interesting ship, and prior to its upgrades, I've always thought of using it maybe because of its abilities to completely negate resilience, since it does have a very unique effect to deal end of turn damage every single turn. but unfortunately it never had a really good, it didn't have any attack boost in its abilities, so it made it completely unusable. But let's see what upgrades they've given to the Dreadnaught Saber to potentially make it usable in content. So at level 12, the Dreadnaught Saber will be a flat 1.5x HP ship, already a huge green flag. They're now going to boost Driven and Powerhouse characters by 1.4x, so completely no attack boost to 1.4x. And then also if the enemy is inflicted with poison, venom, or progressive poison, then the attack multiplier is going to increase by 1.2x. So that is a 1.68x multiplier if you do have an enemy inflicted with one of those ailments. So jumping from a no attack boost to 1.68 is a huge upgrade, and I'm very happy about this. And also they still keep the ability to give inv turn damage, so you can ignore Resilient if you are using this ship. In addition to that, if you do get the ship special upgrade, the first effect is going to be the reduction of 1 turn of paralysis, and the second effect is going to be a Driven and Powerhouse 200 base attack boost. In addition to that 1.68x attack boost, I think this might actually be one of the best offensive ships in the game. That is insane. The amount of damage you can output with the ship is so good for Driven and Powerhouse, two very strong classes, and having to get around Resilience entirely no matter how many stages it is, and also getting around 1 turn of paralysis makes this a very good ship. I honestly wouldn't hold it against you if you did purchase this ship. I don't think it is the best option. I definitely would do Hoe over this one, but it's a very good option, getting around Resilience entirely and 1 turn of paralysis, and the amount of damage this ship can output, not to mention the fact that it is a 1.5x HP boost, which is huge. So I'm very happy with the Dreadnaught Saber's upgrades. They did everything that they needed to make the ship usable, and even more than that, a very great ship to use in any circumstance where you are using a Driven or Powerhouse team. So that's the Dreadnaught Saber. Let's get into the final ship of the video, which is a bit more boring, but we do have the Baratié ship. Now I don't think anyone was ever using the ship since its release. It's a very mediocre ship before the upgrade. Let's take a look at what the level 12 effects for the Baratié ship are. So Baratié at level 12 is going to boost your captain's HP by 10,000. We've already seen this similarly with the Whale Shark ship, and we've seen that this is a very nice effect. Having 10,000 HP added to your HP count is very good, especially compared with other ships. If you are using a 1.2x HP ship, then I do think this is a better effect to have. If you are using a 1.5x XP ship, it's definitely going to be better than this, but it's a very nice middle ground for having a nice HP boost. They're also going to boost your attack by 1.5x, quite low, and then boost the chance of landing on recovery orbs, and makes recovery and similar matching. And then if your characters have recovery or similar orbs, they are going to boost its attack multiplier by 1.2x, going up to a 1.8x attack multiplier. So that's very good. 1.8x is nothing to scoff at, and it's not very hard to get recovery orbs. Similar is a bit iffy. I don't know why they work with similar orbs. They should have just made a tandem. And then it also allows you to obtain recovery and similar slots with perfect taps. Okay, I don't judge a book by its cover. It makes it possible to get similar orbs just with a ship. That's very interesting. Not a lot of units allow you to get similar orbs, but having that with a ship is very interesting. So I'm guessing it's a 50% chance of you getting either recovery or similar after hitting a perfect. But making them matching and also increasing your attack multiplier with them is a very good effect. Very nice HP, very nice 1.8x attack multiplier that's very easy to reach. You can generate recovery matching orbs, and also obviously there's the fact that recovery you can heal HP with that as well. So overall, this is a very solid ship. No utility, which is a bit of a disappointment, and I don't think you should upgrade the ship. There's nothing like superb about it that makes it stand out, which is why I don't think you should upgrade the ship. If you do upgrade with special effects, you get 1 turn of cooldown, and also makes tandem orbs count as similar. So it's I mean 1 turn of cooldown is a nice effect to have. but it definitely doesn't put her above other ships such as Hoe or Dinghy. And that second effect, I mean, who cares? Who really cares about that second effect? So the ship special effects on this one are pretty mediocre, and the general upgrades are very nice, but nothing that makes it stand out from the rest. So I don't think you should upgrade this ship. As for the Hoe ship, definitely upgrade it, put it on your watch list. And also for Dreadnaught Saber, just think about it. You might actually end up upgrading it in the future. I wouldn't put it on the top of your list, but it's definitely a really good option. So that's going to be it for the video. Thank you to Solaris for providing the info on Twitter. His data miners are so good. Very skilled team and a very skilled individual himself. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about these ships or which ones you should buy, ask them down below. And if you have any questions besides that, make sure to ask them as well. If you did enjoy the video or found it helpful, then make sure to like and subscribe for more content like that in the future. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys then the next video. Peace, I'm out.